Now all I'm going to do is read you some prices. Pedro Porro, 5.5. Romero, 5. Van de Ven, 4.5. Spence, 4.5. Tottenham, Thomas Frank. Is it time to invest in some Tottenham defenders? Now Tottenham have already started off the season with back-to-back clean sheets. Burnley, yes, everybody expected it. But Manchester City, at the Etihad, nullifying them, not allowing them to create any clear-cut opportunities. And let's not forget, this is a Thomas Frank's Tottenham. Thomas Frank has built this image during his time in the Premier League with Brentford for being so defensively resolute, so difficult to break down, so compact. But he's also shown at Tottenham, I will win games and I will score goals and my defenders will contribute. Now when you look at Tottenham and their next run of games, you could seriously make a case. Tottenham defenders have to be a priority in your team. You've got yourself Bournemouth, then West Ham. Graham Potter's West Ham. They can't buy a win. They can't even score goals. There's a breakdown internally. That's a guaranteed 6-pointer for any Tottenham defender. Then you've got yourself Brighton and Wolves. And then, of course, after that, you've got Leeds, Villa, Everton. Villa, who have created the least amount of opportunities so far in the Premier League. Like, when you go through that game, when you go through those list of games, Tottenham defenders, they're beginning to make sense. Now, the question is, who? Which one? Which one do you go in for? I feel like it always comes down to budget. Now, Pedro Porro has created the second most opportunities at Tottenham behind Kudus. Porro, he's on set pieces. Porro, he's dynamic, he's high flying, he puts crosses into the box. And season after season, even under Ange last season, Pedro Porro was one of the highest chance creators at Tottenham. And within a matter of time, he will get you those goals. He will get you those assists. He will go back to the Pedro Porro we've known ever since he entered the Premier League. Now, Spence, in my opinion, is the most slept on one. He is dynamic. He is forward thinking. He puts crosses into the box. He gets involved in the final third. Sometimes he tucks inside and carries the ball. That can help. One, in defensive contributions, but two, in him contributing to a goal or an assist. The one that I would most likely stay away from is Van de Ven. As much as he might be feasible, 4.5 million. Van de Ven, you don't really look at him as a centre-half and say, you're dominant in the opposition box when it comes to scoring goals. No, that's Romero. But I feel like when the difference between Romero and Pedro Porro is just 0.5 million, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I feel like when picking defenders in your FPL team, always go towards the wing. Always go towards the fullbacks. The fullbacks, some of them are on set pieces. Some of them are high-flying, putting crosses into the box. Some of them have shots from distance. Unless you're looking at the likes of Van Dijk, Gabriel, Saliba, the centre-halves that chip in with goals, always go for the fullbacks. And I'm looking at Pedro Porro and I'm saying, you and Kudus both play down the same flank. When Kudus tucks inside, guess who occupies the flank? Pedro Porro. Guess who's putting crosses into the box? Pedro Porro. And vice versa. When Kudus hucks the flanks, guess who tucks inside? On the underlap? Pedro Porro. And Pedro Porro has shown, I've got a good cross on me. I've got a good shot on me. I've got license to attack. And Tottenham at the moment, they're scoring goals. They're playing on the front foot. This high press, there's opportunities being created. They've got a good run of fixtures coming up. And the price isn't much. The price isn't much. Like, you could seriously make a case. Is there a more productive fullback in FPL this season? More than Pedro Porro? Like, in the past, we always looked at it and said, Trent was the number one player. Trent is not in the league anymore. Do Manchester City have productive fullbacks in their team? No. Not really. Liverpool, there's question marks over Frimpong, over Kirkes. Chelsea, maybe, just maybe. Cucurella, Reece James, in and out of the team. Manchester United, let's not get started on that one. Maybe Pedro Porro is your best pick. Of course, you could look at Arsenal's, but I feel like a lot of people will automatically gravitate towards the Gabriel if picking an Arsenal defender. Pedro Porro has to be a staple. He has to be in your team. Trust me, if he isn't, you can come into the comments and abuse me as much as you want. But Pedro Porro, 5.5 million, with the run of fixtures they have coming up and how defensively resolute Tottenham have looked under Thomas Frank, he needs to be in your team. He must be in your team. So if I was you, hit the like, subscribe, jump on the FPL app, and go and sign yourself a Pedro Porro.